The Leopard and the Hyena. Under the golden African sun, where the tall grasses whispered secrets to the wind, there lived a leopard named Jabari and a hyena named Bwanga. Jabari was sleek, powerful, and moved with the quiet confidence of a king. His golden coat, dotted with dark rosettes, shimmered in the sunlight. He hunted alone, relying on his strength and cunning to survive. Bwanga, on the other hand, was cunning in a different way. With a hunched back and a raspy laugh, he was often seen lurking at the edges of the savannah, waiting for others to do the hard work so he could steal their meals. The other animals didn't trust him, and even his own clan sometimes grew tired of his tricks. One year, the rains did not come. The rivers dried up, the trees withered, and prey became scarce. Jabari, despite his strength, found it harder to hunt. The antelopes were weak, but they were also more alert, scattering at the slightest sound. Bwanga, too, was suffering. His usual trick scavenging leftovers from lions or bullying smaller predators no longer worked. Even the vultures grew thin. One evening, as the sun painted the sky in fiery hues, Jabari rested beneath a baobab tree, his stomach growling. Suddenly, he heard a rustling in the bushes. He tensed, ready to pounce, but it was only Bwanga, limping slightly. "Hungry, mighty leopard?" Bwanga chuckled, though his own ribs showed beneath his patchy fur. Jabari narrowed his eyes. "What do you want, scavenger?" Bwanga's grin faded. "The land is dying, Jabari. Even you cannot hunt what isn't there." Jabari knew he was right, but trusting a hyena? That was dangerous. Before they could speak further, a deep roar shook the air. Simba, the pride leader, emerged from the tall grass, his golden mane thick and his eyes fierce. "This land is mine," he growled. "All prey belongs to my pride. You two are not welcome here anymore." Jabari bared his teeth. "I have hunted here for seasons. I will not leave." Bwanga, though afraid, stood his ground. "The drought affects us all, Simba. There is no prey left to claim," Simba snarled. "Then starve." With a flick of his tail, he turned and vanished into the grass. Jabari sighed. "We cannot fight the lions alone." Bwanga's eyes gleamed with an idea. "But what if we work together?" Jabari scoffed. "You? Work with me? You'd probably steal my kill the moment I turn my back." Bwanga shook his head. "Not this time. If we don't help each other, we will both perish." After a long silence, Jabari nodded. "Fine, but one trick, and I will not spare you." The hyena Bwanga had noticed something. The lions always left one weak gazelle behind, knowing it wouldn't survive long. If they could steal it before the lions returned, the next morning, as the lionesses dragged a fresh kill to their den, the leopard Jabari and hyena Bwanga waited. The moment the lions were gone, Bwanga darted forward, yipping and howling to create a distraction. Leopard Jabari, silent as a shadow, crept toward the abandoned gazelle. With a mighty heave, he dragged it into the bushes. Hyena Bwanga, seeing the success, let out a triumphant laugh, then immediately clamped his jaws shut, realizing he might attract attention. They feasted that night, sharing the meal equally. Days passed, and their partnership grew. Leopard Jabari provided the strength, hyena Bwanga the cunning. But Simba, the lion, had noticed his missing scraps. One evening, as Leopard Jabari drank from a shallow pond, the lions ambushed him. 3 lionesses circled him, their eyes gleaming with hunger. Hyena Bwanga, watching from a distance, knew he could run save himself. But for the first time, he felt something strange. Loyalty. With a sudden burst of courage, he dashed forward, howling and snapping at the lion's heels. Confused by the sudden attack, the lionesses hesitated just long enough for Jabari to leap onto a rock and escape. Panting and bruised, Leopard Jabari looked at hyena Bwanga with new respect. "You saved me," Bwanga grinned. "And you didn't think I had it in me, did you?" Leopard Jabari chuckled. "Perhaps I was wrong about you." From that day on, the leopard and the hyena were no longer just rivals. They became Legends the Hunter and the Trickster who outsmarted the lions together. Moral of the story: even the unlikeliest allies can achieve great things when they learn to trust each other. Courage and wisdom come in many forms. And so, my dear, Remember this tale when you face challenges. Sometimes, help comes from where you least expect it.